Okay, exercises for May 17th lesson. You're going to start with your articulation, pelvic tilt to bridge. You can start with actually the toe press while you're laying down, while you're coming into that position, or you can do this in standing. So again, pressing the toes or the front half of the feet into the mat. And when you release, you don't have to lift the toes back up. So you can just press and then release, press and then release. And standing, real quick before we go down, you're pressing the toes. Toes are spread, flat toes, not curled. And hold for 10 seconds, then release. Press, turn to the side, press the toes, flat toes, straight toes down, 10 seconds, and release. Press. So let's go for 10 of these. We can also add in your mini squat. So you're pressing the toes, going down, sitting the hips back, and then coming up. Sitting the hips back, you're going to feel weight through your heels a little more. And then as you come up, press through those heels, but the feet just stay flat. You're not lifting the heels again at all. And then now come up. Let's keep pressing the toes into the floor and lift your heels. Lower the heels, lift the heels, lower the heels. I'm pressing the toes into the mat the whole time. On the mat, it's going to be more challenging to your balance. And now let's put it all together. So that's going down, coming up, pressing the toes into the mat, and then lifting. Control the heel lower. Going down. As you're more comfortable, you can lift your arms above your head. Coming up, pressing the toes, lifting up. I'm going to have you go for 10 repetitions because we're combining the two. From this forward view, you want to make sure there's a straight line from your hips, knees, and toes. Press the toes down, pulling up and in on the abdominals. And as you sit back, arms can reach towards your ears. Check that your knees don't go in or out. So none of this chubby checker, maybe it's not chubby checker, but the dance that does this. Chubby checkers with twists. And then come up. Press the toes, lift. That's 1. Down, up, press the toes, 2. And down. Up, press the toes, 3. And down. Up, press the toes, 4. And down. Up, press the toes, 5. We continue 5 more like that. You can do them that way. You can also incorporate that movement into your regular squats that you're doing. With me, 10 repetitions. From here, feet stay flat. You're gonna bring your body, roll down to the mat. Arms rest by your side. Neck is long, shoulders are back. Let the knees bend just so that they're at a comfortable bend. You want a straight line from your toes, knees, hips, and we're going to go into a pelvic tilt. As you tilt, check that your shoulders aren't going up. Let your shoulders stay relaxed. Arms flat on the mat, tilting back and forth. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. On the next one, continue and roll up into your bridge. Hold a few seconds and roll down, keeping the shoulders against the mat. So you're rolling up and then rolling back down. So this is considered articulation. You can also just keep the spine nice and straight and lift up and down where you are getting or maintaining this neutral position. So as you pelvic tilt back and forth again a few times, find your neutral position. Arms stay down and you're pressing straight up and down. And for 10 repetitions here. So we have 10 repetitions of your bridge, either articulating, rolling up, or flat back, neutral spine to lift. And we're going to progress that into a single leg bridge. For now, on your last bridge, I'm going to come up, stay up, stabilize the spine and the core, lift the right foot, hold a few seconds, 1, 2, 3, foot down, switch, lift the other leg, 1, 2, 3, foot goes down, and then you lower down. Repeat that. So you're going to repeat that again. Lift, shift to hold. One leg up, other leg up. Lower the foot, lower the hips. Going for 3 more of these. Lift, stabilize there. Shift, 3 seconds. Shift, 3 seconds. Lower down, 2 more like this. Maintaining a nice core, stable, neutral position. Great, we have 1 more here. Lift, shift to stay. Working on keeping these hips nice and level. Come back down and lower down. And again, you have the 10 regular bridges in neutral or articulated, and then 5 of the lift and hold. Lift and hold. Okay, from here, let's stretch out one leg, flex the foot, and you're going to lift and lower the leg up and down. Breathing up and down. We go for 10 repetitions here. Tap, keeping the knee nice and straight, flexing the foot so you get a bit of an active stretch. And switching legs, stretching leg out, lift and lower, and lift and lower. So we're getting a nice active stretch from the bridges that we did. Nice stretch of the hamstrings. 10 repetitions. And go at your own pace, but you want to keep those abdominals engaged. And then lower down. We're going to add on to that exercise by stretching the legs out, flexing the feet, and then taking one leg up, pointed foot. We're going to go one circle, one direction, one circle in the other direction, lower down. We're going to lift, circle, circle, lower. 3 more here, so we're doing just 5. Trying to maintain the core nice and stable. 2 more on this leg. Lift, circle, and circle. And then 1 more. Lift, circle, and circle. And lower down. Okay, other leg. Lift, circle, circle, lower down. Lift, circle. Keeping those abdominals engaged. Lower down, 3 more here. Circle in each direction. Circle, lower down. Other leg is nice and still. And then we have 1 more. Lift, circle, and circle. And roll everything down and rest. All right, you can grab behind your legs, pull your knees into your chest, flex your feet. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling a bit. You get a nice active hamstring stretch. And bring yourself down. We're just going to go into one exercise on your side. And that's going to start with the inner thigh. You can have your hands under your head or a pillow here. And we're going to take the leg up and down to the side. We're going to go for 10 of these, keeping the knee nice and straight. Lift and lift, and lift and lift. On the last one, there's a theme with all of these, so going for 10, you're going to hold and flex and point your foot, and flex and point your foot for 10 repetitions here. And then lower down. And then let's switch to the other area of muscle. It's going to be your outer thigh, bend knees, and we're going to go into one of the levels for the clam. So head is still supported, and you're opening, closing, working on keeping the opposite leg, the leg on the mat, press down into the mat. You don't want to roll back. You just want to keep your body nice and aligned on your side. And from here, then you're going for 10 repetitions. On the last one, you can stretch both legs out. Take that top leg forward, and then reach your upper body forward, and then rotate back, hands behind your head, and then stretch out the top leg and into a bit of a flex and point to allow you to get a bit of active IT band stretch. Nice deep inhale, exhale. And then you can pull everything in. And press yourself up. Swaying your legs around to the other side. Come on down. Starting with your inner thigh lift. Up and down for 10 repetitions. Knees nice and straight. Abdominals are engaged. On the last one, you're going to come up and hold. Flex and point the foot. Flex and point. Flex and point. So with a lot of these exercises, you're getting that nice active calf stretch. Last one, lower down, bend those knees, pressing the bottom leg into the floor to lift and lower, stay on your side. 10 repetitions here. Feeling the abdominals engaged as you open, close, open, close. And then one more. And from here, we're going to go into our stretch. Take the top leg forward, upper body reaches, and then rotates back. And then you're going to stretch out the leg here. Rotating over. Flex and point the front. The top leg, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. And then from here, nice inhale, exhale, and then rotate everything back over. Great, you can bring your legs in, you're gonna press yourself up, push, and come up. I'm gonna bring you around to come into a final deep stretches. I'm gonna make a choreo pill to incorporate these exercises together once you're comfortable with the exercises. Their ins and outs, the focus that you need. So think about, I'm going to make a choreo pill to incorporate them together to make it a more enjoyable experience for you exercising. Spine twist here. I'm going to rotate and rotate. Legs come out into small straddle. Saw. I'm going to rotate, head goes down, reach. Come up. Rotate, head goes down, reach. Come up, legs can come together, arms reach over your head, wrists rotate in one direction, wrists rotate in the other direction. You're gonna lift up, making sure you can see what's on your shirt. Maybe you're not gonna crouch forward. So you're reaching up and then lowering one arm down, letting the elbow bend and bend and bend 3 times. Press, bring the arm back up, letting that arm come, the other arm down, bending the elbow, pressing 3 and 2 and 1. Great. Come back up, lower the arms, little circles, legs come out into a bit of a small straddle. You're going to take your head down, roll down, round it back. Shoulders relaxed. Come into a flat back and pull yourself up. One more side view here. Rounded back, rolling down. Come into a flat back and taking your flat back, coming up. Okay, so we did a mini class here. There are higher level exercises to the exercises we just did. There's progression of these exercises, but we're starting off here. Most are 10 repetitions, and you're getting strengthening through the quad, the calf, and the hamstrings and core. Again, I'll make a choreo pill to incorporate a lot of these exercises, movements together, and see you in a couple weeks. All right, bye.